What kind of sword is that? It's cheating.
One thing that makes me really excited for all of you who are really into Old Country Bumpkin is the fact that it started getting better towards the tail end of the show. I have been no slouch in voicing my opinion that I think the show's focus on the harem, no harem, the thing that's never going to actually happen, is its detriment, and it's made the show really poo-poo for it. And the other thing that it focused on was Beryl being a master swordsman and showing off his sword skills. And I know a lot of you guys really liked like the one CG fight that he had. I thought it was trash, but hey, that's just my personal opinion. But really, most of the fights haven't lived up to what my expectations would be for somebody who's a master swordsman. The last fight, you know, that we had last episode where he was able to fend off all the assassins, that's the first one that I went, wow, okay, this is really good. So what makes me excited for you guys who are going to continue on to season 2 is two things. One, I think that his fighting has gotten better at the end, and hopefully that continues on into season 2. And two, I think now that the anime's kind of shifted towards political and like religion-based, you know, politics and like this storyline that's kind of been written to be very like dramatic, and there's this push and pull between political and the kingdom and between the church and the religion, and who's gonna, you know, this fight for, you know, who's gonna be for the people and assassins and organizations. And I think as they dive deeper into that and Beryl kind of getting tied into that, I think that's where the show thrives a bit more and it's more interesting. But prior to episode like 9 or 10, I think it was, you know, before kind of Rose ended up showing up, the show was mostly boring because they kept having Alucia and the different characters. What was it? Alucia and Miui and Michelle Fischel, whatever, and Serena. And even like the girl that was with them right now, the other girl, Karuni, whatever her name is, like they all make it known that they're in love with Beryl, and the show like really wanted to showcase that, but then Beryl is not going to do anything with it because he's a beyond interesting character, which just means he's really annoying with the whole age thing. And anyways, I don't want to get into it, but not a fan of all of that. I think that's the worst parts of the show. So it makes me excited for you guys. Now, personally, I'm excited that the show is just over. And I have problems with the end of the episode because my main thing is last week I called out. I was like, okay, Beryl is going to win and embarrass Rose, right? She has Rose and that's his past student and blah, 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 blah. And he's going to win and he's going to, you know, reform her in some way, shape or form. Well, he did win. You know, he cut her down, He didn't kill her, but he did injure her. And she ends up getting saved by the other vice captain or whatever of the Holy Order. And he lets us and Beryl know, like, oh, she's actually my sister-in-law, and we're gonna reposition this story, and he's gonna basically take it from here. And Rose losing to Beryl kind of made her realize, you know, her actions, and he still ended up reforming her in a way a little bit. But I really thought it was gonna be he would be more hands-on about the reforming of her. You know, he'll take his teacher banner that he likes to wave so highly. He'll take that more seriously, and he'll be like, you're gonna go back to Beryl boot camp, and he's gonna watch over her. And none of that happened, you know. Instead, he just kind of gave her a talking to, and then they show her later on a carriage, and she's like, I can't believe the Pope lied to me, blah blah blah. And like, I was like, this is bad. Like, this is bad writing. You know what I mean? Like, he should have given her a talkie to and then made it clear, you're going to stay in the city under my tutelage. Like, unless you want this information to go out for both of you, you're going to follow what I have. And then when I deem you ready, you're going to be able to go back out to the world. Until then, you're taking a hiatus from your Holy Order or whatever. Like, I thought it was going to be a much different and much better, but instead it just wasn't. And I was very disappointed in it. So I thought that kind of really sucked. So, yeah. Nothing else really happened. He attended the king's party thing. He got honored. He was called the Master Swordsman. He got a plate, and his dad said, one day my son will be known as the Master Swordsman from the backwater. And I was like, whatever, dude. I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. You can like it. I know I just made fun of it, but you can like it. I didn't. I thought it was whatever. So yeah. Anyways, overall, this was a show with, for me, super high potential, very interesting premise, and a really, 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 really bad execution. Bad writing at time, too much focus on the harem, no harem. And it got good at the end where it should have focused less on the harem, no harem, less on the students that are going to basically just be around for no reason, less on only focusing on the female students for no reason because apparently he had a lot more, but they don't really showcase it outside of the one guy who's a teacher and the blacksmith, and they don't really get any screen time at all. There's only focus on the women, which I totally get. Like, hey, we're all here for the boobas. But if you're not going to focus where your audience is going to want you to focus on, then do less, focus on less, and write a better story, in my opinion. I'll leave you guys in those final thoughts. Let me know your final thoughts in the comments down below. I will not be back, my friends, for season 2. I'm just going to let this one be enjoyed by you, maybe, and whoever else really enjoyed the show, but I won't be back for season 2. Love it that it's coming back for those who are loving it, but I didn't. The show ended, I think I'm going to end at like a... I think I'll end it at 6 out of 10. It's not so bad that it's a 5, but it's not good to where it'd be like a 7 or higher. 6 out of 10, I think, is more than fair. Some episodes were a 4 or 5. Some episodes were like a 7 or 8. And I think it would even out at like a good, probably it would even out like a 5, 7, you know, but I think 6 is where I would land. So 6 out of 10 is where I land with this show. Thank you guys for being with me all season long. I'll see you guys in the summertime as hopefully summer saves it because spring was some do. So can't wait to be here in the summer with you guys, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.